Of alliums, please, and you get garlic. I guess you'd probably need to have better Latin than I, but that's the basically where the name comes from. And it's a big genus. We broadly say family, but botanically you have families, you have genus, and you have species. One individual plant is a species. This is chive, garden chive, Allium schuneprasum, I believe. I've written it down. I shouldn't. Am I right?
Yes.
So this is one species. This is shallot. There's garlic. These are all different species. They're all in the genus Allium. And you'll notice in the handout that everything begins with the word allium in the botanical name in italics. The one exception here is perhaps the prettiest. This is known as society garlic, and I'll come to an explanation as why it's called that. This is Tulbagia. It is on the list. It's the last one, I think, on the front page of the handout. It's grown almost exclusively as an ornamental these days. This came from my colleague Laura Rimmer's garden this week. This is a variegated form for one thing. It also has a very pretty flower. It's a lilac-coloured flower. But it was called society garlic because in Victorian times it was considered impolite to eat garlic and to go out into society. And this was considered a useful alternative. It had a milder flavour and aroma to the true garlic, and so it became known as society garlic. But yes, there are easily 700 species in the genus, many different types. And in fact, some taxonomists, these are people who spend their life, I guess that's better to do, they categorise things, and some have given the Allium genus its own family, and they call it Alliaceae, but generally we consider them as part of the lily family. I can tell you. And in fact, we have this is gone beyond the flower. That we're looking at the seed head here of Sicilian honey garlic, which Allium siculum, or originally it was called Nectaroscordum siculum. You're enjoying this, aren't you? All this botanical stuff. Yeah, I know, I can tell. So I talk about gardening, I don't do it. Yeah, so it's not terribly ornamental now, it's just rather curious, but earlier in the season it has the flower actually hangs down and has these lilac-y beige colour little bell-shaped flowers which smell very faintly of honey. It's really quite pretty, but this I cut from my own garden this morning. It's gone to the seed head. Some scapes can be enormous. There's one particular plant that we have in the wild garden called Allium schubertii, and the head is 18 inches across. It's like an exploding firework. Sadly it's finished now and it's starting to fall apart to begin with, but as the summer progresses they're better in drier soil because they have a tendency to rot if they're too wet. So good drainage is important. All can be grown from seed. Not surprisingly, because most plants start out that way. But there are shortcuts for shallots and onions. You can buy what are called sets, that are little plants that may have been grown from seed last year, dug up and dried, and you can plant these in the spring, and that speeds things up and you get a bigger plant sooner. You can get some wonderful size onions, things like this. In one growing season from a set, whereas from seed you probably have quite a small onion. Sorry, yes?
Now, you said the onion you would plant in the spring.
Yes.
And I heard that you plant garlic in the fall.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, that's a good point, thank you. Yes, because the garlic is actually grown from the clove, and you can save a clove you've bought in the shop and put it in the ground and it will grow. But it is best planted in September, October before the ground freezes.
Today I'm going to demonstrate how to make onion and garlic jam, which you can make it and have it in your refrigerator, and you can serve it about with anything. You can serve it with fish or with meat or whatever you choose to eat it with. And well, it's very simple and very easy. I have my stove on, and I'm gonna get a piece of butter. In order the onion, I caramelize the onion first, and in doing that, you have to make sure that your pot is very, very hot. And if you want to roast your garlic, the best thing to roast it is to get some foil wrap, and then you put your garlic in with a little butter or olive oil, and you put it inside the oven, and you let it stay for about 15 to 20 minutes, and you take it out. It smells real great, and you can use it to cook with, or you can put it. Some people eat it just like that, but I like to cook with it. So we won't have to wait until I cut it. Small cut. You pass it around. Like this. Which is made from apple. I'm gonna let you. Could you pass it on?
Oh, pectin.
What's the temperature?
300.
300.
Yeah. We use convection oven.
Convection. Oh, I see.
This tends to be a bit faster than the regular oven.
Yeah.
And you put the whole head in, right?
And you smell it. It smells
I love
real,
it. So
real
sweet.
good. Any questions so far? And before you guys came, I browned some onion because I wanted to let you guys see how it should look on stage. I'm using for the most part, when I'm using like scallion, it depends what I'm using it into. If you're doing it in soup, I will just wash it and just crush it a little bit and just put it in there for about half an hour or so, maybe less, and then you take it back out just to get the flavor.
It looks like raw salmon.
You think that's
Oh,
what
it's
it's
locked? Oh, okay.
It's locked?
It's locked, yeah.
Well, I was in Trader Joe's. I went to my sister, and we went to Trader Joe's.
Comment?
And put it in the garlic and
Heavenly.
Well, when I put those